It wasn't easy at times, but you guys, a workman-like victory, I thought, tonight.
Yeah, we were really flat. We were really flat on offense. Defensively, we played very well. But you sit there and think about multiple things. Was it the bye week? Was it the situation this week? At school, bottom line, Cosby, we knew there was going to be a tough football team. And I was real proud of our kids coming away with the win.
In the second half, Pendergrass tweaked his ankle. Talk about the lift Eric Gordon game. Came in, really ran the ball well.
He did. He's a big, tough kid. Completely different than Pendergrass. Pendergrass is a shifty, quick kid, and Eric's a biscuit away from being an offensive guard. So we were real proud of him.
If he stands on the biscuit,
That's right.
he's got the weight already. But no, I thought that the defense flew the football really well. I think they pulled a lot of stuff out, but disrupted the great. Offensively, though, how do you counter so many unforced errors? If you took away in the first quarter, you could have really opened up the place up, but you were getting fouls before the ball was snapped.
We had 80 yards of penalties, they told me at halftime. And, we preach that all the time. Good Lord. I really feel like we're one of the most disciplined teams, and then come out on a Friday night and have 80 yards of penalties in a half. It just really kind of shows you how youth and how young we are in certain positions sometimes. But again, Cosby played well. They're very tough on defense, but we did shoot ourselves in the foot quite a bit.
On the defensive side of the ball, he mentioned your defensive tackles. I thought your defensive line played an excellent game. Penetrating, controlling the line of scrimmage. The D-line really was sharp.
Yeah, everyone always likes us to compare to past seasons. I definitely think this is one of our best defenses we had. And Dexter Brown and Andre and Jamil and Alex Robinson, they've played well all year. They're big physical kids, and the rest of our kids fly around. And, again, they're keeping us in this thing. But, hey, we're not 7-0 without our defense.
How frustrating was it to look up late in the third quarter and think about the opportunities and knocking on the door? And my goodness, it's still only 12-0.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. We were frustrated. At halftime, we talked about the most important drive is that first drive of the second half, whether you're on offense or defense, and coming out and having that thing stall like it did, it's again we talked to the kids just a few minutes ago at the break, and we talk every week. Every week we have to get better, and there's aspects that just show that just because you're 7-0 doesn't mean you're perfect, and we're far from perfect. So there's a whole lot of areas that we have to improve on.
Rose looks a little bit still like he's fairly young to that position, or he's been doing it a long time.
I think when he was at Bird, he played quarterback and wide receiver. It's his second year in our system here. And he, again, so goes Daniel, so goes our offense. And when he's calm and collective, our offense does great things. We score in the 40 points. He was a little bit off his game, I think, tonight. And again, I give credit to Cosby. They did some things, but again, we'll get back to Monday and fix some things.
I think when you count them up, though, I think 7 of your 10 best plays are going to be improvisations by him.
No problem. He does amazing things with the ball in his hand.
How instructive can this film be for you kids?
Oh my gosh. Well, Chris will tell you, you're going to learn more from your failures. Even though that we did not fail tonight on the scoreboard, anytime you're not perfect, it's a failure. So we're going to go out and we're going to definitely learn, and they're not going to like watching film on Monday with the coaches. I promise you that. But it's anytime you can pick something up from a game that you need to improve on, you're a winner.
And you walk away a winner as well. 7-0, that speaks for itself. How do you feel about you take them one at a time? I know that, but at the point where we're getting into the late stages of October, a couple of weeks away from playoff football, how do you feel about the way you guys are standing, getting in position for the postseason?
Well, I'd much rather be 7-0 than 0-7.
Right.
I think we're in a pretty good position. We have our last 3 games are at home. We have homecoming week this week, which presents all kinds of different problems that you have. And then we have a really good James River team coming over, and then, of course, Bird up week 10. So, if you can't get ready for these last 3 games and get ready for the playoffs, something's up.
There you go. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
It was great having
First
you.
time you've been up here?
No, well, you know what? I think this may be the first game you guys have done that we've won. So we might need to keep you away.
Oh no, you won this one. Maybe
This
it's a
is
new
true.
maybe it's a
This
new
is true.
trend.
That's right.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys being here.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for your time. Tom Hall, the victorious coach of the Manchester Lancers. We're going to step aside, take our final break. We'll be back to wrap it up. Sports Radio 910.
Thanks, guys.